Welcome to another special edition of the behind the scenes that we're doing here for AfterBuzz at Devil's Playground for Hit the Floor. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Perdue, and I'm joined here with the beautiful co-host,
Alikona Bradford. Thank you, by the way.
Right. And we have brand new character for season 2. You've known her from movies across the board. She was on Prison Break, and she's on this show. Ms. Jodi Lyn O'Keefe, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yes, ma'am. So now we can't really talk about your character too much for season 2, but you're brand new.
Right. I can't say a word. It's terrible. I keep thinking I'm going to be able to answer a question, and then I just can't. I can tell you a little bit.
Yeah, give us a little synopsis of maybe who she is. How about that?
Perfect. I'm Pete Davenport's estranged wife, so everything that comes along with that. He's in the process of trying to divorce me, and I show up again, and I cause some trouble.
Interesting. So now, okay, just a little behind the scenes on your character, because I did a little research, and so your character is an actress,
yes,
right?
So apparently a famous actress. I have paparazzi following me everywhere, and they were like, well, let's try and make her look as much like Angelina Jolie as we can. And I was like, that sounds fantastic. If you could all, get together and make me look like Angie, that would be amazing.
So what was it like joining this cast? Because they're essentially like a family now. So coming into this chemistry, what was that like?
It's intimidating at first when you walk into a set where everybody is so familiar with everyone and they're so happy all the time, and they are like a family unit. It's the new guy coming in. It can make you a little bit nervous. But honestly, I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop. I thought at some point something's got to go wrong here, and it never has. They just welcomed me with open arms right away.
So obviously, you're Pete's ex-wife, but you've made it almost ex-wife. We're going to assume that maybe somewhere in there you maybe had a makeout scene. I don't know if I can. Because I was going to ask you what it's like to make out with Superman.
It's on my bucket list. I'll tell you when it happens.
Okay. So because we want to try and give the viewers at home, the fanatics of the show, just kind of a little, So I looked on IMDb. And they've listed you in 9 episodes. Yes. So we know that you're in the first episode.
Yes, I am.
So what else? Are you in the season finale?
I'm in all 12.
You're in all 12? Okay, so IMDb is wrong is what you're saying.
IMDb is wrong this one time. I'm in all 12.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, what scene was your favorite scene to shoot? Or what actor were you in a scene with that was your favorite scene to shoot?
I can't tell you anything about the scene, but it's with Kimberly Elise.
Is there a little hair pulling? Is there
No, certainly not. There's no hair pulling, but I can't, I can't tell you a thing about it.
Let me ask you this then. Okay, because in season 1, yes, Kimberly Elise and Taylor Page, they had this emotional, amazing scene. I thought it was probably one of the best scenes on TV that season, that year, where they were in the bathroom. Right. Very intense, emotional, crying, stuff like that, right? So now you are definitely an established actress. Kimberly is an established actress. So you guys are going toe to toe?
Yes.
You won't I'm trying.
James LaRosa will come out here and cut me with a dull blade. He will come out and it'll happen really fast, but it'll hurt because it'll be dull.
Okay, how about this then? You are working with really seasoned actors, and you're a seasoned actress as well. But at any moment, have you felt when you first walked on to the set, like, I'm a little starstruck? Oh my God! Or have you learned something from them that you just feel is like, oh?
I was completely and utterly nervous on the first day, and it's first day school jitters coupled with the fact that these people have worked together for a whole season and they really know each other's rhythms and they have a camaraderie already that I didn't have. And so I came in, and it was really hard to get myself centered the first day. I can remember thinking, you've been doing this for 22 years. Pull yourself together. Come on now.
So what about the audition process? Because generally, things get winded down, and then eventually, don't they do a chemistry test as well?
They do. They do a few auditions, and then a producer session, and then a screen test. And I was lucky enough to have Dean come in and actually screen test with me. So it was a screen test / chemistry read at the same time, which is helpful. It's really helpful.
I wouldn't say, was that a legit scene? Like, you eventually went back to it and shot that later? Or was it a completely made-up scene for that audition?
No, it was a legitimate scene. It was an actual scene from the show. And so the day that we went to shoot it, I thought, I got this already. I know what I'm doing here.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
All right. So I think the one movie that I saw that was like, yo, this chick is amazing, was She's All That. And so I was young, and I was like, you know what? I think I may have a schoolboy crush. So with that being said, and we know that this is a very sexy show, are there any sexy scenes that your character is in?
You're digging. You are just digging. I'll tell you, there's a lot more sex this season than there was last season, if you can believe that. And there's 3 new characters, so you do the math.
Okay. Last question. This is for the guys out there. For the guys that are.
What are you doing on Friday?
I don't know yet. I mean, but if
available.
It's the 15th anniversary of She's All That, and we're doing a screening. Don't you think you should come?
I want to come.
Yeah.
You should come.
Yeah. Yeah. See, fellas. Last question for the guys, right? So we see a lot of the women on the show essentially half naked.
Yes.
So does your character get half naked?
I'm going to leave that to the professionals who dance 7 days a week, because have you seen those women's bodies? I mean, it's like I would like to borrow one for 5 minutes just so I could know what that feels like to actually be in that good a shape. They're phenomenal.
So, I feel like you didn't get any of the answers.
I didn't. I was trying. I was digging
for effort. You really do, because I just sat back and let him go for it. But
my wardrobe is very fitted. Does that help? Yeah. Everything's really clingy, and I'm very conscious of my body the whole time I'm here. Does that help? No. Like he's like, no, nothing.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to tune in May 26th.
You're gonna have to tune in next week.
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
Next week.
I can't believe it.
All right. I think that's it.
That is it for us. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us on Behind the Scenes. There's more to come, and make sure you catch our after show May 26th right after Hit the Floor.
Thank you.